Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be a setup that I like to use for the Formula E Gen 2 car. That's Gen 3, let's go to Gen 2, 2020, take the Porsche. This Gen 2 car is quite difficult to handle, as are all the Formula E cars. One thing I like to do, I like to put the regen mode up to 8. That'll mean that the coasting will break the car. It'll help get the car slowed down a lot more. And what that does is, it means that I'm locking up the brakes less. I can just take the pedal force down to about 55, take the bias to about 53. It just means less locking up under braking. And another thing I do, I like to put the tyre pressure at minimal, and I like to make the camber minimal as well. What that does is it allows more of the tyre's width to make contact with the road, therefore giving you more stability under braking. And you're probably thinking, well, how's it going to get around corners then? It still gets around corners pretty well. I'd keep the preload. I'd knock the preload down a little bit. I think the default's about 30. I've knocked it down to 20. That means that the car will steer more on coast and turn less on acceleration, which is how I like it. I like to keep the front suspension maximum stiffness, and I like the rear suspension quite soft, actually. I just find that it works well with the cornering. Anti-roll, I have that maximum softness, essentially detached. And then the dampers is something interesting as well. What this does is this dictates how quickly the car reacts to your movement. The slow bump is the one that reacts to your car control. So having the slow bump down to about 4 from 5, that basically means the car will steer in slower, and it'll cancel off the steering slower. I also like the rear to react a bit quicker and recover quicker in this particular car. And there we have it. There's my setup for the Formula E Gen 2 car. If you have any better setup ideas, let me know. I'd love to hear them. This catches me up to the AI opponents quite a lot. I hope this helps you, and thank you very much for watching.